Hi, I'm Ravi Ramasubramanian. I'm a banking cum IT professional with more than 30 years of experience. I worked in a bank in the retail and corporate banking operations, as well as I have worked in multiple IT companies handling end-to-end of project management and delivery management for various banking clients. Today, I'm going to take you through banking and fintech and the opportunities and pathways that are available for an aspiring banking or finance professional. Let's get into the session. Okay, most of you must be aware, however, what is the role of a bank in a country, in an economy? You can say that it is as important as an engine for a vehicle or a heart for a human being. It is everything. Without the banks, today the economy or a country cannot function. It helps the money flow in the economy. It helps in moving the money from the giver to receiver, from the producer to consumer, from the lender to borrower. It helps the people who are looking to park their money in a safe and secure place. It helps people save money for future use. It provides various kinds of services a person may look for in their day-to-day life. So banks mobilize deposit, and the money that they have mobilized is granted as loans and advances to borrowers who are looking to start a company, run a company, or grow a company. In the process, it helps in creation of credit in the country. It provides various other services. It just doesn't stop with accepting deposit and giving loans and advances. Today's banks are very modern. They provide a host of services to different classes and category of customer, right from remittance services, funds transfer services, investment products like FD and RD, and loans of different types, like from personal loan to gold loan, education loan, home loan, and vehicle loan, and host of other services for corporate customers like letter of credit, guarantees, bills for collection, discounting, and so many other services. So banks play a very vital role, whether you are an individual or a company or any kind of entity. Today, you cannot think of a life without a bank. Now, technology, moving over to technology, technology is affecting our everyday life right from the moment you get up from your bed and till the time you go to your sleep. You all know that when you get up, the first thing you do is to reach out to your mobile phone to check any urgent messages or updates or your favorite messaging system or an email application. And right through the day, whether you want to order for your milk or basic groceries, or to send money to someone, or to receive your salary, in the everyday walk of life, the technology plays in different forms, in the form of your mobile or mobile banking or internet banking, your ATMs, your debit cards and credit cards. In every single way that you can think of, technology plays a very vital role. So you cannot think of life without bank, and you cannot think of life without technology, which makes our life very easy. Now, the fintech or the emerging technologies, what is the role that they play in financial services or in a bank? If you see today, retail banking is the most highly leveraging technologies, which is both the emerging technologies as well as the legacy technologies. Retail banking across the country today, 80% of the retail banking heavily leverages technology in one form or other. Be it your UPI payments, your RTGS, NEFT, or your mobile banking, SMS banking, or the latest WhatsApp banking. Coming to the funds transfer and payments, again, they use technology very heavily, enabling seamless end-to-end automations using straight-through processing, where sitting at your bedroom or the drawing room, if you want to send money to your partner or your customer, or to receive money from someone, you can do it any time of the day, any place, or any hour of the day also. It can be the midnight or the noon or any time in the day. That's the kind of convenience which technology brings to our everyday life and in banking. And the other areas also, like wealth management or insurance or investment banking, each of these areas are, by each day, each week, each month, they are looking to leverage, use more and more of technology. After all, technology helps in improving efficiency, improving productivity, reducing costs, improving the customer experience. Coming to the digital payments, the digital payments in India has seen mind-boggling growth. So if you see, in November 2016 at 8:15 p.m. of 8th November, we had demonetization, which was suddenly announced. On one side, I mean, it affected the lives of many people, but it has opened the floodgates of digital payments. Using UPI, people could realize that, I mean, they can live comfortably even without the currencies and coins which they were used to. Today in India, digital commerce has seen significant growth. If you see in the slide, I mean, from the year 2017 to 2027, from $42.7 billion, it has gone all the way up to $321.63 billion in a span of about 10 years, which is about 8 times it has grown. That's the kind of growth which digital commerce has seen in India today. Here we are referring to the purchases that you are doing through your Amazon.com or Flipkart or Snapdeal or Myntra, where you can today buy anything from your pin to piano or a plush sofa or anything you can think of, you can buy today through digital commerce, through these e-commerce websites. Similarly, on the digital remittances, there has been tremendous amount of growth. Currently, the transaction volume is about $1.98 billion. There has been a compounded annual growth rate of 8.56% over the period of 2023 to 2027. It has reached $2.75 billion in 2027. They are expecting to reach. That's the kind of growth they are looking at. Similarly, on the mobile POS payments, that is point of sale payments, or otherwise called as MPOS. Here again, we are seeing unprecedented growth. It is expected to grow at the rate of 15.86% over the period of 2023 to 2027. And the market volume is expected to be at the range of around $55.48 billion they are expecting. These are the kind of growth today we are seeing in digital payments, which is nothing but your technology which is at play. When we talk about the use of or using digital payments at different age segments, you can see from this slide, I mean, there is about 25.6% of the total user population. They are in the age bracket of 35 to 44 years. Whereas there are about 38.3% of the users, total volume of users, is in the age bracket of 25 years to 34 years, and 29.2% of users are in the age between 18 to 24 years. The remaining 6.9% is either they are below 18 years or more than 44 years of age. So you can infer that altogether about 93% of users are between 18 years of age to 44 years of age, who are in the prime age, and they are very comfortable about using digital payments. Now, smartphone. Smartphone. I mean, when we talk about smartphone, if you see, I mean, there has been a huge development in the space of smartphone, right? So smartphones were in India, if you see, it was launched way back in the year 1995. To be precise, on July 31, 1995 was the day when the first call using a mobile phone was made between the Chief Minister of Kolkata at that time, that is Mr. Jyoti Basu, who made the call to Union Communication Minister at that time, Mr. Shukram, which was a Nokia handset, the normal phone. But I mean, we have come a very, very long way from that time to now, where today smartphone is the most commonly used device, which is either mostly, I mean, it is based on Android technology. Or people who using Apple phone, it is based on iOS technology. Today, in as per, I mean, statistics derived in 2021, if you see, China, People's Republic of China is leading the smartphone penetration. They have a total population of 1.43 billion citizens are there in that country, out of which 974.69 million users are having smartphone, which is about 68.4% of the total population. Coming to India, this is a 2021 statistics. I mean, as per estimate, we have overtaken China in population, and currently we are expected to be standing at 1.44 billion. But going by this statistics, with the 1.42 billion population, we are having 659 million users of smartphone in India, which is about 46.5% of smartphone penetration that we are having. We are the second leading country. And there are other countries that, like, I mean, United States of America at 276.14 million, Indonesia with 187.70 million, and so on. Smartphone is the most common everyday usage device today in India as well as in most other countries. If you see the smartphone penetration, you can see from 2009, which was at 1.43%, it is come today in 2023, we are standing at 74.98, and we are expecting to become 95.46% of our population are expected to use smartphone by the year 2039. That's the kind of growth we are looking at. So no wonder you name any financial institution or bank, they are looking at mobile as a device to reach or offer their services to their customers. So smartphone usage for banking plays a very vital role. Today, if you just have a mobile phone in your hand, you can do any kind of transaction, right from checking your balance to taking out your statement of account, to check the transactions which have happened in the last 30 days. You can open a fixed deposit or a recurring deposit. You can request for a checkbook. You can make a stop payment. You can request for a loan. You can make bill payments. You can do transfer of funds. There are n number of services that you can avail just by having a handheld device like a smartphone. That's the power of this device. So the technology adoption in India has seen a tremendous amount of growth. The digital consumption, more specifically in financial services. So you can see in the year 2022, according to Information and Broadcast Ministry publication, there are about 1.2 billion internet users are there in India. And there is about 1.2 trillion US dollar worth of UPI transactions have happened between January to October 2022. There are about 45 billion BNPL, buy now, pay later market. They are expecting by 2026, which is your credit card types of transaction. And they are expecting the e-commerce market in India, the transaction volume is the amount of transaction that is happening, it is expected at 74 billion US dollars. So these are very big numbers, and all of these involves technology. So banks, they have very clearly understood that if they have to stay in the game, they have to keep pace with the times of the day. And it is clearly trending towards technology, innovation, automation, new thinking, new ways of doing work, new ways of offering services. So today's customers are not ready to stand in a queue to withdraw 5,000 rupees. They want convenience, faster service, better experience. So banks, having understood that technology is extremely vital for their survivance, if you can see here, some of the latest rollout of new services, innovations that banks have rolled out to their customer. What you're seeing here is a new voice-based chatting system, or IVRS, Interactive Voice Response System, that is offered by Axis Bank, which they call as Axis Haha. So typically when you call a contact us customer help desk or phone banking, also called as telebanking, you will get a voice response saying that press 1 for English, press 2 for Hindi, and so on. And it may ask you to enter the 10-digit account number and then the telebanking PIN and so on. To make this activity process more engaging, more helpful for customer, Axis Bank has rolled out this Axis AHA, which is a automated voice assistant. So when you call this contact help desk number of Axis Bank, the artificial intelligence based voice assistant will help you, walk you through the requirement that you are having and the response that it has to give. And this is not just the run-of-the-mill solution. It is capable of talking to you in English, Hindi, and also English, Hindi mixed language also. To make it more user-friendly, they have designed it such a way. So you can do variety of transactions using this live agent. Like you can check your balance, you can ask for last few transactions. If you want to make a bill payment for your electricity, telephone bill, so on. So this is an offering given by Axis Bank. There is another example, what you are seeing here, which is offered from ICICI Bank, which is relating to the safety lockers. The traditional safety lockers are those where you carry a key for your locker and you go and stand in the queue at the bank, and the bank officer will come along with you to the vault where he will apply his key and you will apply your key. After that, you open your locker and check whatever you want, where you are keeping your jewelry or any other precious item. This is the traditional way of using a safety locker. But what ICICI Bank has launched is the ICICI Bank Smart Vault, which is totally based on robotics. So, which makes the entire process of you doing this locker, accessing your locker to a next level. So here, what you are going to do is just, you put your ATM or debit card, and it will ask you to enter your ATM PIN. Yeah, once you enter your ATM PIN, the robotic arm, which is placed for the smart vault, will go and fetch the specific locker that has been assigned to you and bring the locker and place it in a kiosk which is in front of you, where you can use the locker and do whatever activity that you want. And once you complete the locker related activity, you place the locker on the kiosk and say exit, and the robotic arm will pick up the locker and place it back in its place. It is the state-of-the-art robotic solution that they have implemented in ICICI Bank for its customers. And we have a third example, which is coming from HDFC Bank, where they have launched a new digital payment facility in partnership with a technology company called Flywire Solutions, where the entire experience of availing an education loan, typically where you are taken admission in a foreign university in a foreign country, you will have to make payment for the tuition fee, the hostel fee, and the host of other fees, which is usually in a foreign currency. And there is a long list of process that you have to complete. And there are some government regulations, Reserve Bank of India regulations like LRS, liberalized remittance scheme, related compliances like Form A2 and other details that have to be provided. So this Flywire digital-based solution, which takes you through from step one to the step last in a seamless way, making the entire experience so convenient for the user. So banks are increasingly looking at leveraging innovative, latest technology to provide the best of service. So today, the customers are expecting ease of use when they want to do a transaction, be it your cash withdrawal or a cash deposit, or it can be availing a personal loan, or it could be transfer of money from his account to his father's account, or receiving their salary, or making payment regularly for their telephone connection, or paying income tax. It can be any transaction. They want ease of use. They want better customer experience at lower cost, where they are able to realize better value, and at the same time it has to be personalized. And banks have to roll out all these services without spending too much money or too much time. And all these are made possible only by leveraging technology. So what, I mean, they have come to realize what Mr. Bill Gates, way back in 1995, when he made this statement, yes, banking is necessary, but banks are not. We need banking without any iota of doubt. Banking is part and parcel of our life. But it need not necessarily be provided only by banks. The future of banking may come not from the traditional banks, where you have the tellers, the loan officers, the deposit managers, the cashiers, and other people who are giving those traditional services. So we need very agile, versatile, innovative, engaging kind of service which today's customers are expecting. And that's where we have this new concept called Fintech. Fintech, which is nothing but two different words, financial and technology, put together. Or Fintech is nothing but if a company which provides financial services using technology to its customers, and in the process providing better value, better service at reduced cost, and overall a better experience, that is called Fintech, financial technology. a company which provides financial services using technology. So in India, fintech has been the most highly leveraged area for new age entrepreneurs who are looking to do their startup. You have the biggest of success story, which is by Paytm, yeah, which has been one of the astounding success which they have achieved in a short period of time. Paytm is a payment gateway company which was started by Mr. Vijay Shekhar Sharma, which is a Delhi-based company founded back in 2010. They provide a host of financial services. They provide e-wallets. They provide bill payment facility. They provide various services like mobile recharge, bank transfers, loan EMI payments. They even provide certain payment request links where you want to receive money from someone. You can create a payment request link which is generated as a SMS or an email message. And recently they have even opened a payment bank. Paytm Payment Bank has been opened. So it is one of the top fintech unicorn, yeah, which is having a market valuation of $25 billion, which has been a massive success story in India. We have other examples like Razorpay is another company, which is again a payment gateway solution provider. They help merchants to receive payments from its customers through credit card, debit card, prepaid card, or even net banking or UPI payment. So it is basically a payment service solution provider. We have Digit. Digit is a insurance solution provider company. They provide all types of insurance. They provide insurance services to individuals as well as companies and corporates. They provide all types of insurance, right from two-wheeler insurance, car insurance, commercial vehicle insurance, even insurance for taxis and cabs, health insurance they provide. They provide health insurance for corporate employees. So they have an app-based insurance platform where a customer can avail insurance coverage end-to-end, smooth, convenient, user-friendly. It is a fintech which has been very successful of late. We also have another success story of Grow, which was started by the ex-employees of Flipkart, which was an e-commerce company. 4 employees of Flipkart, Mr. Lalit Keshre, Mr. Harsh Jain, Mr. Neeraj Singh, and Mr. Ishan Bansal. These 4 ex-employees, they joined together to start this company called Grow. It's a Bangalore-based company. They provide an online investment portal where somebody looking to invest in shares or mutual funds, they provide this online platform where this investor is taken through step-by-step process. So fintechs are growing by each day, and many success stories are there. So what in essence, I mean, it is trending towards is fintech is the most happening area in finance, in BFSI today. And what is happening today is banks are gradually trying to become like fintech, as they have understood for their survival is based on fintech. And fintech, having understood the importance of role of banking in a country, they are trying to offer more and more and more services. So banks are trying to become fintech, and fintechs are more and more trying to become banks. And in the bargain, the happy news is the customers are the winners because they get better service, better experience, better value. And fintechs are leveraging today certain very exciting technology in the area of fintech. Like, for example, robo-advisors. Yeah, robo-advisors are technology which is a digital platform, yeah, that can provide financial planning and investment services, which uses certain programmed algorithm. Yeah, for example, if you go to ShareCon, ShareCon is a financial services providing platform. It has implemented a robo advisor called Neo, 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 where, I mean, you go to that robo advisor, which is available in ShareCom's website. And if you are intending to invest in a mutual fund and you do not know which mutual fund to choose, you can simply go and take the help of this robo advisor of ShareCon. So all that you have to do is, what is your goal that you specify? You tell this robo, and the type of investment, if it is mutual fund, you say that, and certain basic other details. What is the amount that you want to invest? What is the duration for which that you are looking to invest, and what type of risk that you can take? And the robo will understand what your expectation, what is that you are trying to achieve, and it will give you the best of schemes and plans that will help you achieve your goal. So in the process, for a naive investor who does not have much knowledge about mutual funds or investment or finance in general, this robo advisor makes the process of investing in mutual funds so much easier. And that's the power of innovation and technology. You also are already must be quite familiar about chatbots and AI chatbots, artificial intelligence-based chatbot. The traditional chatbots are not that much intelligent, where it will usually tell you yes or no, or correct or wrong, or only specific set of responses. Whereas today's AI based chatbots are that much more intelligent, and they are that much more capable. It can speak to you, it can have conversation with you just like any normal human being or a bank customer service officer would have a conversation with you. In a similar manner, these AI chatbots are capable of having conversation with you, understand what you are looking at, and provide specific responses which meets your requirement, which uses a technology called NLP, Natural Language Processor. There are several such chatbots are available. One such which is famous is IBM's Watson X Assistant, which is a very capable, highly powerful AI chatbot. But there are so many other chatbots are also available, and they are quite capable. So these chatbots are capable of providing you variety of services. You can ask them, what is the balance in my account? Can you email a statement of account for last 6 months to my email ID? Please help me with changing my PIN for my ATM cum debit card. Or what is the current prevailing interest rate for a fixed deposit for 2-year duration? So like this, you can ask any of these requirements that you have with this AI-based chatbot, and it is capable fully of providing you the appropriate responses. And that's the power of technology and fintech. UPI is another mind-boggling. It has changed the life of almost all Indians today. Right? Again, going back to demonetization, on 8th of November 2016 at 8:15 p.m., they suddenly announced demonetization. That is, the 500 rupee note and 1000 rupee note that was in circulation has been withdrawn or made invalid. It had very significant impact on the lives of many people, right from families, small business, even vendors, big companies, corporates, mini shops. The business of many shops, supermarkets got affected terribly. But there is a brighter side to that. It opened the gates for digital payment through UPI, Unified Payment Interface, which is a solution developed by NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, which is a government of India institution. They developed this UPI, Unified Payment Interface, payment solution, which helps anyone to make payment from their bank account to the vendor or the merchant's bank account. Whether I want to buy my milk packet or a kg of potato, or I want to buy my favorite ice cream, or I'm going to have my breakfast in a nearby restaurant. Today, I don't carry my purse, my currency, coins. I don't search for that. I use API, UPI, Unified Payment Interface. So the usage of UPI has grown unimaginably between 2016 and 2017. The growth was 900 percentage growth in UPI usage just between the 1 year 2016 when demonetization was announced to the next year. There was number of people who were using UPI grew by 900 percentage in the volume of usage. And in the next year, 2018, it grew by another 246 percentage. And in 2019, it grew by 67 percentage. So in 2023, currently, if you see the volume of transaction in UPI, it is about 83.75 billion. That's the number of transactions that is happening through UPI. And our government, our Reserve Bank of India wants to take this UPI globally. They have already signed an agreement with the government of Singapore where they are now integrating UPI with a local payment system in Singapore, which is called Pay Now, which means the people in Singapore will be able to use UPI and make payment. Not only within Singapore, they can even make payment to a person in India using UPI. And discussions are already underway by RBI with the government of UAE on a similar manner to integrate UPIs with IPP of UAE. Integrated payment platform of UAE is going to be integrated with our UPI. And they have grand plans to make it more and more global. So the point to note here, the traditional way of banking was good enough 15, 20, 25 years back. The current generation, needs a different level of banking, their technology adoption, their smartphone penetration, their digital awareness is at next level. And so the brick and mortar banking will not be sufficient. And there comes neobanks. New banks or new kind of banks. New kind of banks, which is fully digital in nature. Neobanks or banks, they provide financial services, but where you don't stand in the queue in the bank or premises for a cash deposit or a cash withdrawal, where you don't go and meet the loan officer in the bank to avail your personal loan for 1 lakh. These are new age banks where everything is done digitally, where everything is based on technology, where everything is digital. So they say fintech is the future of finance and neo banking is the future of fintech, where fintech is gradually moving towards neo bank or neo banking. So the neo banks, they fully rely on technology, digital mode of providing services. They don't depend on their banking premises, customers to walk into their banking premise to avail a service. A customer should be able to avail any financial service, any place, any day, any time. And these are some of the new banks in India. We have Payo, we have Maverick, we have Walrus, we have Airtel, Paytm, and host of other banks. These are digital only banks. They don't have any physical office. They don't have branches in every city, in every metro. But you can do any kind of transaction which you usually do in a bank, or most of the transactions which are allowed by Reserve Bank of India. It may be noted that Reserve Bank of India has not given any categorical yes or no for neobanks. So as on date, new banks are there, they are providing financial services, and RBI has not said no to these banks in offering services. Of course, all the services that you are getting, like a checkbook or your clearing services or savings accounts, such services are exclusive to regular banks which avail a license from Reserve Bank of India. But these neo banks, they provide host of other financial services which are full digital based. So they provide multiple services using a single digital platform, and that's neobanks, which you can call it as banking on the go, where you can do a transaction maybe while you are traveling in your car, or while after dinner when you want to submit a request for a loan, you can do that, or from your office, or from your on your vacation you are staying in a resort. So any place, banking on the go, there is no need for visiting the bank premise, contactless banking. And the experience these neobanks give is highly user friendly, insight driven. They understand the customer, what the customer expects, what will make the customer happy. And these are typically 24/7 or 365 kind of services. There are no holidays, there are no festival days, any place, anytime, any day. And if you talk about fintech and the latest trends in fintech, They are trying to take this fintech itself to the next level of experience using certain innovative concepts and methodologies. For example, gamification is one of the latest trend adopted by many fintechs. They don't want to only provide financial services using latest of technology. They want to make that prospective customer who is trying to avail a service from the fintech to be highly satisfied. And it is this process of availing this financial service is made interesting, like a game. So gamification is a concept widely adopted by many fintech companies. Just to give you an example, for example, Bharat Pay. Bharat Pay is a fintech company, and they have launched a gamification called Run Banao Rewards Pav, which is when a customer refers another customer to Bharat Pay, they get 500 runs. And not only that, when that friend becomes a customer of Bharat Pay, that friend will also get about 200 runs. And you as a customer, you keep scoring more and more runs. And these runs which you have scored can be used for availing certain benefits from that Bharat Pay company. So it is kind of made like a game. Similarly, Cred is another company which is using gamification in a big way. They have a gamification where a customer who is a regular user of Cred is given an option or game like spin the wheel contest. So the customer who is given that option of spin the wheel, which is kind of a jackpot option, and depending on the outcome, the customer may get some prize reward. And Cred is also having another gamification called Cred Coins. As a loyal customer, when a person uses more and more of Cred services, they will get Cred Coins, which is again can be converted either into a cash credit into that customer's account, or they can use it for some awards or reward. Then you have P2P, peer-to-peer lending in fintech. So the traditional way of taking a loan is I go to the bank, I want a two-wheeler loan, I fill up an application. The loan officer will verify the details, check my credit score, and then decide whether to give a loan or not. But here in peer-to-peer lending, anybody who has money, who is ready to give money, can lend to anyone who is ready to borrow, peer-to-peer. So here, the lender and borrower are both meeting in an online platform where one person is giving money and another person is borrowing. So here it is just a technology platform which helps the lender and borrower meet. And in the whole process, the cost is reduced, better returns for both people, and easier process. Then you have crowdfunding platforms like Kickstarter, Millap, Keto, Impact Guru. These are crowdfunding platforms where a person looking to start his venture as a startup and who is in need of capital, working capital, or initial seed capital, he gets money from a group of investors. So these entrepreneurs are benefited in a big way, where it helps them raise money from multiple people, large group of people, through an online platform where the money is pooled and made available to an entrepreneur. Then you have other fintech innovations like open banking and BaaS, banking as a service. Banking as a service is a concept where a non-banking company is offering banking as a service to its customer. Think of a scenario where an airline company and a customer walking in to book a vacation ticket for himself and his family who has to spend about 5 lakh rupees for his 15-day vacation to Europe. Maybe the airline can package and provide a banking as a service here, where if the customer wants, he can take a loan from this airline company, which has a tie-up with a financial service provider, where technology is a play here as banking as a service. Then you have embedded financial services. Embedded financial services is another innovation where many companies, they embed the financial services as part of the process flow. Like, for example, when I purchased my 40-inch latest model TV, Sony TV, at the time of adding the cart, checkout, and at the time of making the payment, they embed the financial service where it asks, do you want to convert this into a EMI? When I purchase my latest Honda car, and when I wanted to complete the sale, they have embedded the financial services in that process. So here, financial services are embedded mostly digitally. Like, for example, when you are checking out a purchase in your favorite Amazon, e-commerce, Flipkart, Myntra, or any of them, you might see the website asking, do you want to convert this into a EMI, which is nothing but embedded financial services. And then you have artificial intelligence and machine language, which is very widely used by many fintech companies. They use algorithm, they use NLP. And banks today, having understood that fintech and digital and technology, they are looking to tie up with many fintech companies. Banks are tying up with fintech companies like S Bank with Neo and Paisa Basra, Axis Bank with Thought Factory, HDFC Bank with Accelerator Engagement Program, ICICI Bank with FinPay. So they are partnering together, trying to use their advantage, and in the bargain, they want to benefit and provide better value to their customers. So, fintech is the most happening area, domain today. The opportunities that are available for an aspirant who want to grow his career, there are world of opportunities. If you can look at web developer role in fintech, and if you are an expert in wireframing, front-end frameworks, UI and UX, Git and Angular, and maybe React, then you have a strong career opportunity in the area of fintech. Similarly, for a data scientist who has strong skills in data analysis, visualization, quantitative analysis, data modeling, and if you are good in statistics, world is the limit. Product managers have huge demand in the area of fintech as they roll out new products, new projects. People who have good, strong understanding of product life cycle, who can manage the different stakeholders, ensure all the processes complied, quality is maintained, product is rolled out within the time and estimate. Then, of course, fintech need techno-functional consultant, people who can understand both the domain and the technology. They have huge demand for business analysts who can understand what is the requirement, what is the pulse of the customer, what products may succeed, what features are expected. And of course, you need domain specialists, finance, banking specialists, experts, subject matter experts who have good, strong, deep understanding of banking domain. Because banking is all about not only financial services, one needs to comply with regulatory, legal requirements as well. So, to conclude, while banks are very important for our country, technology is important, fintech is extremely important. One thing everyone has to remember, it is all banks, fintech, technology, digitalization, everything is finally to make the customer experience better. So the future of banking is about creating an experience that customers love, right? Which should be the ultimate goal of any company when they look to succeed in this competitive world. With that note, I conclude this presentation. Thanks everyone for your patient listening.